With the break of two bullish flags to the upside, chances are we are moving into a rally mode. When we zoom in, we can see indicators are shifting the directions, showing the possibility that this time we may breach the 1 year long resistance line. XRP BTC pair making an inverted head and shoulder, and the altcoin market cap showing the potential for a break to the upside takes us fully into an altcoin season mode. When comparing with the falling BTC dominance and rising altcoins and XRP, chances are that XRP is going to have a strong burst to the upside soon. If you see value in the video, please do hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification icon to get notified about the future videos. Welcome to the Scientific Investor channel, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. Now this is a 4-hour chart of XRP, and in this one you can actually see that we were actually moving like this. Say we were keeping this as a trend line resistance, and this falling channel was breached just before. Now yes, even after breaching that, we just bounced off and the pump or the momentum was really low, but we actually made a bull flag there and we actually managed to break above that. Now if we actually measure this channel and put that measured move to the upside, we get the target just above 0.2. So when we actually move into a 12-hour chart, this one, we can actually see that in the MACD we are actually showing a cross to the upside, which is a positive case, and the volume is actually shifting in to positive area. Now previously when we actually got this, even though the MACD was in the negative territory, say this is the negative territory for MACD and this is the positive territory, say this is a 0 and below is negative and top is positive. So in this aspect, even though we had negative MACD lines, but with the positive volume, we pumped like this. Yes, that wasn't huge, but still we maintained that pump. Now here we have the MACD in the positive territory along with the volume shifting into positive. So if we are to pump from here, that gives us a chance that we can actually breach this level. Now when looking the chart like this, 0.2 is a level where we have the resistance or the target of this measured move, but when we actually zoom out and look at it, that is actually a 1 year long resistance line. So if we are actually breaking above that, say as we just discussed, if this price pusher is kind of making it to reach above this area, then we are actually breaching the 1 year long trend line resistance. So the bullish mode or the investors who are actually looking for a change in the trend will start coming in there. Now at the same time, if you actually compare the XRP BTC, now this one of my viewer actually highlighted this to check this, and shout out to Lee Full, which is his name in YouTube. So as he showed me, yes, the head and shoulder is kind of valid there in a 4-hour chart of XRP BTC, and the measured move kind of takes us around 20%. So if we actually combine that along with the altcoin market cap trend, see, yes, you can't see this clearly because this is a long-term chart. Just wanted to show you that the strong trend line resistance is acting valid. You can see that it was acting as a support here, then turned as a resistance, then again mixed support resistance, then here it was acting as a support continuously. Now we have reached the trend line resistance of that area, and at the same time if you actually zoom in, we can see that the MACD in that too, the altcoin market cap has reached in the positive territory. We were already moving in with positive volume, and the bounce here kind of gives you that the chances or the odds are high that we may be breaching this 1 year trend line. So along with the movements we see in XRP BTC pair, altcoin market cap, and the XRP USD, chances are that we may actually start a bullish mode soon without much delay. Because when we actually go in, but at the same time when we actually go into BTC chart, this is BTC dominance actually, we can actually see that the long term, see this is starting from 2018, right, 2018 March, so this is like 2 years or more. We've been actually moving like this, but now we just moved into a negative area like this. Say we crossed to the downside, giving us indication that the dominance is kind of going to reduce. We came back up, but we were resisted here and it's moving to the downside. So when you actually zoom into that to understand what's happening, you can see that the upward trend line resistance is somewhere here, but the standard deviation for that, if you put out here, is somewhere here, and the price is kind of below that. So if the price cannot actually breach that, and the MACD being negative volume, and the both the lines of MACD is in the negative area, gives us kind of a symbol that it's going to move to the downside. Now when we actually connect this here, we can actually see that we have already crossed that to the downside. Now combining all those information into the XRP chart, say we were actually expecting the altcoins to move like 125% to the upside. Now here the 125% to the upside for altcoins kind of takes us in a region somewhere around here, right, which we actually managed to breach during the previous altcoin season, or the bull run of entire crypto market. So say the same movement of 125% we get here for XRP, but yes, we are not actually reaching that level of a bullish mode which we had in the previous bull run, but we are coming around 0.45, 0.5 area, which actually is a bullish indicator for XRP, because many indicators along with the trend line which we were talking about here, see this one, another trend line resistance for XRP is this one, which we can see the lower line here is representing another heavy resistance. This was a previous support all the way here, then we tried to breach that once, twice, and third time. Now if we are getting this pump and coming above this, that's kind of indicating that yes, the bull run has started. We have actually overcome the entire bearish phase and the consolidation phase. Those who held on to this and accumulated will actually get the reward for that. Now yes, if we actually come back around 0.4 to 0.5 area, that is like starting another bull run from there itself, because many will actually jump in to the FOMO. So like getting a chance to average down will not be a story at that time. Instead, getting into the rally without missing that will be the key issue. Now if you actually look at this is a 12-hour chart of XRP, which is put in a Heikin-Ashi candle. Now the Heikin-Ashi candle, you can actually see that we are actually moving to the upside. We actually managed to cross the 20-day moving average, whereas the 20-day moving average has already crossed the 50-day moving average here, and the MACD is just crossing to the upside. So that kind of gives validity that this trend can actually continue. The odds or the probability here is that we may actually continue higher, which brings us back to this one. If we are continuing back there, most of the time, as you can see, when the trend is changing, XRP doesn't actually move slowly to the upside. It just kind of moves kind of parabolically. So if we are getting that, and that is what we were being waiting for. If you see value in the video, please do hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification icon to get notified about the future videos. Help the channel grow, reach out to more of our community members.